So I'm sitting here doing my email, actually kind of prepping for my show that I'm about to tape for Wine Library TV, and I'm going through my email, and once again, I get another email that I get all the time. Gary, how do I monetize my blog? How do we make money on my video blog? How do we make money doing what we do? My show. How do I make money? Where am I going to make money? I need to make money. I get it. It makes sense. Monetizing is where it's at, my friends. That's why you have to do it, and that's why you need to think about it in a very simple, concise way. The way you're going to make money online, and by the way, anywhere, but especially right now as social media is developing and our shows and different shows out there are building a fan base, and we have to convince the buying public, the advertisers out there, the way you're going to make money while the big boys are maybe out of your league where you're not ready to give a PowerPoint presentation and wear a tie and go to Madison Avenue, the way you're going to make money is by grabbing it. And let me show you exactly, because I get this email all the time. I'm actually making this GaryVaynerchuk.com to be selfish so I can send this link to every person that emails me about this, because I get this email 16 to 18 times a day. The way you want to make money is by grabbing it. So if I were you, I would do this. I would go to Google. Zoom it in time, baby. Let's zoom it in here. Beautiful. I would go to Google, and let's say you've got a beer show. I would type in beer, and then what I would do is I would look over here. So look, beer, there are all these beer sites, all these different beer sites, and I would look at what they are. And so here's, different custom beer glasses. So I would click this one, pubglasses.com. Sorry, pubglasses.com, I just cost you a couple of cents, but it's all in the word of community and helping people. I'd go to this site, I'd see what they have. They have a lot of different things. They have clothing. They have all this stuff. They're in Austin, Texas. They're a small business as well. And if I had a video show about beer that had 700, 900, even 2,000 viewers, or if I had a beer blog, I would find the phone number of this place. That's what I would do. I would find it out about, scroll down. Here you go. Here's a phone number. I'd pick it up. 458 4438. This is super live. I have not set these guys up. I don't even know why I'm doing this right now. But I would call them, and I would ask them about advertising.
Hello?
Hello, who would I speak to about you guys possibly advertising on my beer blog?
That's me, the owner, Dean.
Dean, how are you? This is Gary Vaynerchuk. I run a wine blog on the internet, and I'm thinking about launching a beer blog show.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if I was able to build up my audience to 2,000 or 3,000 people daily, would your site have interest in maybe buying advertising or being a sponsor of a show or two to bring attention to your pubglasses.com website?
Possibly. What are your rates going to be? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to gauge. I saw that you advertised on Google, so I'm just trying to gauge. I'm actually recording this to try to figure out if this is like a good way to get sponsorship. But I'm going to try to build up some audience, and then I will reach out to you with real numbers, so I'm not just jerking your chain. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Google's the premier way to advertise, just because people are actively searching for something.
No question.
Boom! I hit them in the face with
I think you're doing a great job. I think that if I have 500 to 2,000 people watching a 20-minute beer show every single day, that they're obviously going to be very targeted advertising for you, and maybe we can, Google, who knows what their intent is when they search, and you're paying for it. But if I've got, 1,500 to 2,000 beer aficionados watching my show 20 minutes a day every day, that there's a chance that they'll go out and, that's a very targeted audience for you.
Yeah, but there's tens of thousands of
millions on Google, my friend.
Times we come up on Google. But anyway, whenever you get it up and running, I'll be glad to talk to you about it a little more.
I appreciate it, man.
I really like to push the personalized wine glasses, and I can, it's not really feasible doing it out of state, but we personalize wine bottles. I have some here. It's a wine bottle that someone brought me, and they're giving it as a gift, so we etch, thank you, or happy holidays, happy birthday, whatever, etch it right onto the full bottle of wine.
That's awesome. So, I mean, you know, one of the things that we could do advertising-wise is if I have a lot of people watching the show, maybe we could do some sort of affiliate deal where any lead that comes from me, you could pay me on that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, well, I'll get my stuff rolling and then we'll reach out.
Okay.
All right, take care.
You too.
Bye-bye. Ma, you like that, right? I stepped up. That was pretty cool, right? So anyway, I mean, at the end of the day, I had no intentions of doing that, and that could have gone, you know, really poorly. And obviously, you could see he was like, Google is the premier, you know, so he's got his ways. But you've got to convince them. You see, I didn't just give up and say, oh, okay, Google. You got to tell them what you possibly can do. Maybe you could do an affiliate program. So obviously, that's just one little box. Might get back in here. One little box on Google. There are a ton of boxes. You know, there are just a ton of different things. I mean, it could be about anything. Maybe you're into Smurfs. Maybe I always talk about doing small things like Smurfs. So let's let's put in Smurfs, Mott. I mean, let's zoom in here. Take a look at this. Here we go. A lot of Yahoo. You've got to look through Toys R Us. Obviously, we're not going to get Toys R Us. But here's Arsa Toys. ArsaToys.com. Arsa Toys, here it is. They sell Smurf figurines. They've got a blog. So what would I do? I'd call their toll-free number and I'd reach out. And I would spend 5 to 10 times the time that I spend on putting out a show or content on going out and finding sponsors and selling them on the rationale to why you're better off. If I'm doing a Smurf show and I have 1,800 viewers, that's nothing, right? There's tens of thousands of people using Google. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is that it's very targeted, and I could probably convince Arsa Toys for at least an affiliate program or something of that nature. And you've just got to go out there and hustle. You've got to go out there and find people. Or let's say you're in the technology space. I would go to a site like TechCrunch or Centered Networks, and I would go to their site. You see a lot of these sites out there, guys, where you look and they show you your sponsors. So if Rackspace and Crush Plan Pro and Go Grid and, you know, Lay Web are advertising on these sites, and then I would go to, CenterNetworks.com, and I'd go to this site, and I would look, and I would see, oh, look, he's got boxes. So what's Cloud Contacts? Let's zoom in on Cloud Contacts. You know, so what I would do, guys, if I was in the technology space, there's a very neat little site called Pop URLs. If you don't know it, you should check it out. Pop URLs. POPURLS.com. And if you go to the bottom, there's something called Quickies and Voices. And I would click every one of these sites because these are cool little important sites, and I would see who's advertising there. You know, and I would link up to and go after them. Cold calling, asking people, convincing them why my space and what I do is valuable to them. Just like I did right there. If you want ad revenue and you can't get to the big boys yet, and Madison Avenue isn't ready for it yet, and you're a niche, then Google your way to finding the people that are advertising in your space and sell them and grab it. You've got to take it. That's how you're going to get it.